about 1:10 on Saturday, August 22nd. Just docked off for a trip up to Racine, Wisconsin, across the Cheddar Curtain. Spend the night in Racine. Come back tomorrow. Me and first mate daughter Erin and soon-to-be granddaughter Mari. This is Erin's last overnight hurrah before becoming a mommy. It's 1:30. We got the sails up pretty quickly. We're moving pretty fast. True winds right around 13.5 to 14 knots. And our average speed so far is about 6.5 knots. Winds on our beam. That should make for a good trip, good fast trip, all the way up to Racine. So far, so good? Awesome. It's 1:45. Moving out. I set the tripometer 2.9 or 2.1 nautical miles back. And our average speed over the last 2.2 miles has been 7 knots. Our max is 8.8. Beam reaching with about 13 knots of wind, 13 to 14 knots of wind on our beam. Moving out. A little difficult for the tiller pilot because waves are hitting us on our starboard quarter here. So it's bouncing us around a little bit. But we're moving fast. About 2:10. We've been out for an hour. We've been averaging over 7 knots for over almost 5.5 to 6 nautical miles. It's pretty crazy for us. But the wind's on our beam at about 15 to 17 knots. Following seas. Other than the tiller pilot having a hard time with these waves on our starboard quarter, bouncing us around, we're flying. Well, it's 2:30. Just got finished reefing both the foresail and the mainsail. We're seeing wind gusts over 20, so we're still actually broad reaching now. It was a little bit much. 7. Getting ready to cross the Illinois-Wisconsin border. Well, it's 3:30. Winds have died down to about 10 knots. We just shook out the reef of both the mainsail and the foresail. Put a preventer on the main boom. Speed's down to about 4 to 4.5 knots. We've got about 9.6 miles to go to get to Racine. Current ETA is right around 6 o'clock. But we're hanging in there, right?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. 3:30, a beam of Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's 4 o'clock now. Winds are down still about 10. They're coming from behind us, so our apparent wind's about 6. Not able to keep the foresail full, so it wasn't doing anything except flapping. So we just furled it. Speeds right now is about 4. And our ETA is slipped to 6:25. The ETA gets up to 7 o'clock, meaning our speed is slowed down even more, then maybe I'll turn the engine on. It's 5:05. Winds dropped down to under 5 knots. We were going almost backwards. So we went ahead and dropped the mainsail and turned the engine on. We're about 3.4 miles from Racine. Should get there in about 45 minutes. .30, just under 2 miles to Racine entrance. Winds are still down around 6. Seas have calmed down quite a bit, but they're following us, so it's a little bit rolly. But for the first half of this sail, it was fantastic. We averaged over 7 knots for about 10 miles. Which is unheard of for us. Pretty cool. That's 5:52. Just clearing the entrance markers for the Racine Channel entrance. Head down to dock E2, slip 49. Brew House. Reef Point Brew House. Here at the Reef Point Marina. And our boat's right over there. Sunday morning, had breakfast up at the restaurant, getting ready to head back to Waukegan.